These aren't police officers or soldiers.
They're business owners, their fathers, their sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just gonna allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying, I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved." But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family from what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down. Morgan Radford, NBC News, Lincoln Heights, Ohio.
Nvugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just want to speak on these white supremacist neo-Nazis that came in to Lincoln Heights, Ohio, a predominantly black town that was formed in 1923, escaping the racist South. Yes, and it was established to be the first black governing town in 1946. Yes, north of the Mason-Dixon line. Yes. So these white supremacists know this. They know this was a black town. So there came these outsiders, these inbreds, these white supremacists, racists, came into Lincoln Heights, Ohio, to rally. You had the thugs with badges who protects them, who don't do anything but allow these racist white supremacists to come into a black town and shout racial slurs at children, at black people. Yes. But the good news is you had the black people who armed themselves to protect their community, because we know the thugs with badges, they're not gonna do it. So a black power salute to the resident, the black residents of Lincoln Heights picking up arms to protect themselves from these white supremacists. It's really, really, really interesting, because if you had a black group with guns go into a white neighborhood, we all know all these black people with their friends, with their families, or whoever they're spoken to in their lives, they will be arrested. But these white supremacists was allowed to wave their flags even when cops was present. We all see the narrative. We don't bother white people. We don't bother these white supremacists. It is always hate and all these racially things that come towards us on a daily. We deal with racist white people on a daily. And then when we speak up, when we decide to fight back, all of a sudden they want to target us and say something. That is the reason why it is so important for us to set the record straight and to call out these white supremacists in real time. It is very important because we know the cops and the racist media and all these racist white people with their platforms, they will never ever do that. We have to call them out. We have to put their feet to the fire at all times. We can't let up on these white supremacists. We can't. Look at how we are treated. Black people are being racially profiled, racially attacked, verbally attacked, physically attacked at all times. That's the reason why I salute those black residents in Lincoln Heights who decided to take justice into their own hands. We have to pick up guns and protect our people in 2025. You still have these inbred white supremacists still walking around, still holding rallies and yelling racial slurs towards black people. And you have a racist government, which I'm not surprised, who don't do anything. These racist cops with badges, or these thugs with badges, who don't do anything. The fact that the KKK could have rallies and cops surrounded them at all times to protect them, it shows you how racist this system is. The KKK, who have a history of doing the most heinous things to black people, are protected by this government It's crazy. When we look at all the gangsters, when we look at all the mobs, when we look at all the criminal organization that has been around, the government went and shut them down. But the KKK, for almost a century and a half, is still operating in 2025. Yes, this is the system of white supremacy we are living in. So when people talk about, oh man, B.R.N, you're always talking about race and you're always talking about that, is because the racial climate is always alive and well promoted by white people every single day. So yes, I have to talk about it. They keep racism alive every single day. Yes. So, salute, a Black Power salute to those Black residents in Lincoln Heights who pick up arms, rightfully so, to protect their people, their babies, their children from these uncivilized, inbreds, white supremacist, neo-Nazi. Peace and Black Power, Black revolutionary now.